Okay, we're going to start with some introductions. First, I want to introduce to you our Tribal Council who hosted today's luncheon. Jack Potter Jr., Tribal Chair. Michelle Hayward, Vice Chair. Patty Spalding, Secretary. Hope Wilkes, Treasurer. Jason Hayward Jr. Lane Hayward. Miranda Edwards. Leon Benner. Nicole Wilkes. Tony Hayward Sr. and Jason Hart. Today we have a few of our tribal elders here, and I would love it if you would stand, please. We would like to honor and thank them for not only enduring the times that were not easy, but also for passing on their knowledge and strength so that we may continue in their footsteps. Now we would like to take this opportunity to introduce you to some of our key staff. Please stand when your group is called. Reading Rancheria Senior Management Team. Wind River Resort and Casinos Organizational Development Team. Health Program Management Team. Our Reading Rancheria Economic Development Corporation. And our gaming agency. Also, we would like to recognize our officials in attendance. Please stand when your group is called. Pitt River Tribal Officials and Health Board. Congressman Doug LaMalfa. Office of Senator Brian Dolly. Office of Assembly Member Megan Dolly. Shasta County Board of Supervisors. Shasta County Executives and Staff. Shasta County Sheriff's Office. Anderson City Council. City of Anderson Executives and Staff. Shasta Lake City Council. City of Shasta Lake Executives and Staff. Reading City Council. And City of Reading Executives and Staff. Our tribal chair, Jack Potter Jr., has served on our tribal council for 18 years and is the tribe's chair for 7. He currently sits as the vice president of the Pacific region for the National Congress of American Indians and serves on many other state and national organizations. Please welcome Jack.
Thank you, Stacy. I would like to begin our presentation today, honoring the tribe's original distributees. These elders were the original landholders of the Rancheria when it was terminated. All tribal members are directly connected to them. It is my pleasure to introduce to you and recognize the 17 original distributees without whom we would not be here today. These elders guided us and showed us how to maintain our dignity and be strong and persevere for future generations. Their efforts have given us everything that we have today, and we are forever in their debt. From the beginning of time, our stories have been passed down from generation to generation. In our oral history, we have ties to this land we now call Shasta County. Our people have always been here. The first memory passed down took place between 1851 and 1852, when the United States Army forced California tribes to sign 18 unratified treaties that relinquished each tribe's rights to their traditional lands in exchange for reservations. Due to pressure for California representatives, Congress failed to ratify the treaties and ordered them to remain secret. Treaty H was one of those treaties. This treaty would have made the 35 square miles starting from the bend in the Pitt River all the way down to the west side of the Sacramento River to the Tuscan Buttes and Red Bluff, and from the Tuscan Buttes back to the bend in Pitt River, our reservation. The report compiled by Charles C. Royce included the 18 treaties between the state and the tribes and the map of the reservations. Because they failed to ratify those treaties on August 28, 1863, they rounded up my people and forced them to march to Round Valley, now known as Covelo. On September 18, 1863, they arrived in Covelo. Once they arrived, our people went hunting. When they came around the mountain, they saw Mount Shasta, and they returned home. Mount Shasta guided them home. They were then marched to the Nomalaki Reservation. There they were marched to the Round Valley Indian Reservation. And lastly, they were marched to Fort Tejon, way down south on the Grapevine. And yet they still found their way home in 1906. After revealing these unratified treaties, the secrecy seal was lifted and the Rancheria Act was established. The federal government purchased pieces of land that were left unclaimed, and they were given to the Indians. The land we were given is where the Redding Rancheria is established in 1922. By 1959, the Redding Rancheria was terminated and lost federal recognition status due to the passing of the California Rancheria Act. The goal of the termination era in California was to eradicate Indians. Because of the Tilly Hardwick case in 1983, our tribe was restored and federal recognition was returned to us. To date, our tribe is still having to purchase back lands that would have been part of our original reservation, which was outlined in Treaty H. The land we are trying to relocate our casino is part of that original reservation. Our people have always been here. This land is our home. At this time, I'd like to introduce Tracy Edwards, the tribe's Chief Executive Officer. Ms. Tracy Edwards.
Good afternoon, and thank you for being here today. I am honored to be here to deliver the 2019, 2020, and 2021 State of the Tribe. There is truly something called Indian time. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're late. It just means things will happen when it's time. The tribe usually holds a State of the Tribe event every other year, but in true meaning of Indian time, it wasn't time to hold the event last year. So this year we decided we would report on the last 3 years. My name is Tracy Edwards. I have the privilege of serving as the Redding Rancheria CEO for the past 18 years. I am the granddaughter of the late respected tribal elder Betty Benner and the daughter of Patty Spalding and the late Art Spalding, and the proud mother of Tyler, Miranda, and Peyton, and wife of Scott Edwards. I am of Pitt River descent, and I am a Redding Rancheria tribal member. It became apparent to us many years ago that even though our elders were private people, we knew that we needed to share information about our tribe so that others wouldn't fill in the blanks for us. And with that in mind, let me tell you about the state of our tribe. Well, I don't know about you guys, but the last 3 years have been, well, unique to say the least. In addition to everything that we will report on today, I am somewhat amazed and proud that during the pandemic, our tribe continued to operate 4 healthcare clinics and provided 229,000 patient visits, treated 2,000 COVID patients, and administered 10,000 COVID vaccinations. Our healthcare employees and all the support staff stepped up and rose to the top when we needed them. Not only did we hold vaccine clinics for our community, but we took our mobile clinic to businesses around town and administered vaccines to their staff. When the county called us and asked us for assistance in helping them get people vaccinated, we were more than willing to help out. Just like everyone else, we are continuing to wade through all the information about COVID and are making changes and making the best decisions we can for our staff and our members. Our tribal structure has grown drastically over the past several years. In 1991, we had 4 employees who shared an office on California Street. The General Council held their meetings at various locations, from living rooms of our tribal elders to Angelo's Pizza Parlor in downtown Redding. The most important part of our tribal structure is the general membership. Our general membership consists of all enrolled members of the tribe. Enrolled tribal members are direct descendants of the original 17 distributees. Currently, as of today, our tribe has 213 adults, 197 minors, for a total of 410 members. Our tribe continues to grow with the birth of each child. As you can see, just like other governments, there are many different branches, including healthcare, culture, community services, as well as economic development, that serve not only our constituents, but all Native Americans in the community, as well as the Redding community as a whole. I would not be surprised if many of you here today, your family or your friends, have benefited from services from our tribe. We are an integral part of this community. We are governed by our tribal council. The council is comprised of 10 members elected at large from voting members that are 18 years of age. Each term of office is for 2 years, and seats are staggered to allow for annual elections and a stable governing environment. Our tribal council meets weekly, and their roles are to govern, promulgate laws, set policy, and protect the sovereign status of the tribe. They meet regularly with locally, state, and national officials for various issues related to our tribe. I want to personally thank our council for the leadership and appreciation of our staff over the last 3 challenging years. Our tribe understands the importance of participating and being active in the political process, locally, statewide, and nationally. There is constantly legislation that is introduced that affects tribes directly. At any given time, there are dozens of bills related to tribal health care, sacred sites, and gaming, to name a few. In a time when politics seems to have divided family, friends, and our community, I'm here to let you know that tribal issues are nonpartisan. The tribe supports legislation and candidates who support the tribe. We are hopeful that many local politicians do understand and respect our sovereignty, but we find that some officials do not understand that we are a sovereign nation, and therefore we must continue to educate them about our tribal sovereignty. Culture is the customs, arts, social institutions, and achievements of a particular nation, people, or social group. Some of our achievements over the last few years include: we started baby board classes to teach how to gather and prepare one's own material to make a baby board. Reclaiming tribal baskets and artifacts. We have reclaimed over 50 baskets, 10 basket bottles, along with beaded purses, pestles, and mortars. The tribe held its first annual Redding Rancheria Big Time in June of 2019. 10 tribal dance groups were invited, and the local community came out to support the dances. The tribe also hosted a traditional hand game contest, paying out $5,000 in prize money. Repatriating remains of ancestors and funerary objects are one of the most important roles of the cultural department. In June of 2021, we repatriated 13 remains from UC Berkeley. And we are extremely humbled that with the cooperation of the staff at Turtle Bay, we repatriated the remains of 1 woman and 4 children back to their original resting places in the Turtle Bay area. We recognized Pam Hamdamas Yomoil, a sort of tribal Memorial Day. It means, I will remember you always. It honors tribal members who have passed the previous year. We help celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day by helping coordinate events in Shasta County each year. We host traditional medicinal workshops, and we continue the work of identifying and protecting sacred sites. We are hopeful with the work that tribes are doing surrounding MMIW or murdered and missing Indigenous women, we have brought an increased awareness that a substantially high number of Indigenous women are murdered or go missing each year. We paint a handprint over our mouths to symbolize that these women will not be silenced. Although it is believed that reporting is low due to the distrust of law enforcement, Native women go missing 3 times more often than white women, and it is believed that it can be as high as 10 times in some areas. We continue to host our annual Stillwater Powwow. It is a popular event that recognized on the powwow circuit. The event continues to grow. Today, powwows are for socializing and celebrating our culture. Our inaugural powwow was held in 1990 at Shasta College. We have held the event at the Convention Center, the Anderson Fairgrounds, our lower parking lot, and now the Reading Rodeo Grounds. It was a collaborative effort this year. We want to thank the Reading Rodeo Association for their hospitality. We welcomed approximately 13,000 people over 3 days to watch the dancers compete for $15,000 in prize money. We can't wait to build a permanent powwow arena across the creek soon. If you haven't attended the event, on behalf of our tribe, I invite you to join us next year. It is a beautiful display of dancing and drumming with plenty of vendors selling their wares. You may think that the tribe only provides services to its members, but in reality, we provide many services to the Native community as a whole. Our Head Start child care program is one of our proudest accomplishments. We've operated it since 1995. We've been held out as a model program year after year. We not only provide school readiness and a variety of ongoing health and wellness education, but the children are exposed to an abundance of cultural activities. Currently, we have 32 children attending our Head Start program. In 2020, we completed a playground renovation with elements reflecting our culture. And we also completed construction of a new child care center. These facilities serve Native Americans in our community. Like all schools in the community, we had to learn to be flexible and move back and forth between remote and in-person learning these past few years. Our Native American Housing Assistance and Self-Determination Act program serves the needs of federally recognized Indians. Through NAHASDA, Reading Rancheria is able to assist multiple low-income families with housing. We provide home ownership, counseling services, monetary assistance, rent, as well as support in unforeseen emergency housing situations. In the last 3 years, we've assisted over 151 families and granted approximately $560,000. The tribe also administers the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program. It is a federally funded program that assists Indian households that need help with electricity, gas, and wood. In the last 3 years, our grant allowed us to assist over 1,845 people. Also, our Low-Income Home Water Assistance Program provides assistance with water bills and septic pumping. The Reading Rancheria Senior Nutrition Program, funded by the Federal Agency of Aging, offers meals to Native Americans who are 55 years or older and their spouses. We hit the milestone of serving seniors for 20 years. We currently prepare meals in our community center 3 days a week. And in 2019, we served approximately 8,500 meals. In 2020, we knew that even though we couldn't gather, we needed to provide those meals. So we served over 8,100 drive-through meals. In addition, we provided weekly bags of groceries to our elders. We also have exercise classes, musical performances, crafts and games, health checkups, cultural activities, and transportation to our services. This program is more than just providing meals. It provides fellowship. It seems as though more and more of us are caring for elderly family members. We administer a family caregiver program that provides classes to unpaid caregivers, such as getting help with caregiving, dementia caregiving, and 24/7 caregiving. Our Johnson O'Malley program provides assistance to kids with school supplies. These programs are essential to the families they serve. We are proud of the assistance that we provide families in our community. The tribe considers philanthropy one of its highest priorities. I'm often asked, how much does the tribe donate? The thing is, the tribe donates from many different areas. The Sharing Fund is only one of those sources. These funds are directly set aside each year by Wind River Resort and Casino. The tribe makes it a priority to implement services and programs that support self-sufficiency for the larger Native American community. Each year, the tribe sets aside $150,000 to help individuals and families with things from sponsoring youth activity fees, helping with burial expenses, providing emergency food and clothing, elder disability support, domestic violence support services, and catastrophe assistance for fire and flood victims. This program benefits the community as a whole. Many of these families have told us that their kids would not be able to participate in these activities without the support from the tribe. Over the past 3 years, we've assisted over 600 families from this fund. From the time we took over a federally run Indian Health Services clinic at the old Bank of America building in Anderson in 1991, to transitioning into the building located on Churn Creek Road, to our facility now located on Liberty Street, we have continued to expand and improve our services. Did you know that the Redding Rancheria operates 3 healthcare campuses in Shasta County and 1 in Trinity County? Combined, we have a staff of over 185 healthcare employees. We serve a total of 20,000 active patients, many of whom would not have access to quality healthcare. Our main campus on Liberty Street serves our Native American population and family members living in their households that reside within our service area, which consists of the western 2/3 of Shasta County and all of Trinity County. We also see all of our employees and their families. This campus is responsible for our annual health fair, which has grown into a large community event and is hosted in the casino's event center, our tribal community center, and now booths outside because we're running out of space. We had 85 vendors from all over the community. Over 500 visitors came to take advantage of free health screenings and information booths. If you haven't attended, we invite you to come check it out. During the pandemic, we were able to manage the increased patient volume and never close access to our patients. While still managing the influx of COVID patients this year, we had over 120,000 regular healthcare visits in the last 3 years. In 2015, the Redding Rancheria recognized a real need to access healthcare for Medi-Cal population within Shasta County. Churn Creek Healthcare was open to all residents of Shasta County who have Medi-Cal or partnership health plan coverage. We currently have 12,000 patients. We also offer a walk-in urgent care that is open 7 days a week. All community members deserve more than just basic care. We offer physical therapy, cardiology, mental health services, diabetes care, nutrition counseling, and x-ray services. Churn Creek Healthcare houses our recovery center that is available for patients who have started down the road of recovery. This service provides access to Suboxone therapy to help individuals with opioid and heroin addiction and also offers support for alcohol use disorder. This year, we started providing dental care to our Churn Creek patients. Because of the overwhelming need, we purchased the dental building next door and have started renovations to add additional dental space and also an expanded space to provide more mental health services. The new facility will be called Churn Creek North, and we hope this project will be open to the public by the end of the year. Even in the midst of the pandemic, we were able to open our new facility, Central Valley Healthcare. We opened in September of 2020. We saw the increased need for access to quality health care for the underserved and elderly population in northern Shasta County who have Medi-Cal or Medicare and are a partnership health patient. We currently serve over 2,000 people. Our patients have expressed over and over their gratitude for having access to high-quality, compassionate medical care. Central Valley Healthcare has been a much-needed successful addition to the community. One of our most impactful accomplishments was the opening of the new Trinity Health Center in March of 2022. The new campus is 18,000 square feet and cost $12.5 million to build. It was designed by Nichols, Melberg, and Rossetto and built by a local company, Cerami and Browning Construction Company. This clinic provides services for 2,100 patients in Trinity County. But the new clinic is more than a place to see your doctor. It is a community gathering place. Recently, when the smoke was thick, we opened the indoor pool to the Trinity Parks and Recreation Department so that swimming lessons could go on. Along with all the medical, dental, and wellness programs provided, the facility displays historic artifacts and has a community room. Next time you're in Weaverville, stop by and visit. The future of our healthcare system is poised to fulfill one of the goals that has been in our strategic plan for the last 25 years. We are in the final stages of designing our 180,000 square foot Health Village and Wellness Center. We believe this campus will be the most technologically advanced, holistically driven health and wellness center in California. This new campus will be located across Clear Creek from the Rancheria. In order to better access the property, we are in design stages to build a bridge across Clear Creek to connect our properties. Some of the holistic treatments our patients will have access to at no charge are acupuncture, meditation and yoga for anxiety, chronic pain, hypertension, and insomnia, massage therapy, rejuvenate medicine, which includes IV hydration, Botox, and facial treatments, chiropractic medicine for routine adjustments and pain management. And how do you have access to this amazing center? Come and work for the Redding Rancheria. This facility will serve our native population, our employees, and their families. We expect to break ground in early of 2024. We are particularly pleased with the role we play in providing career opportunities for our community. I'm always asked, don't you have to be Native American to work there? The answer is no. We are extremely proud that we offer a place for Native Americans to further their careers, but we welcome anyone who wants to work for the tribe, as long as you value commitment, hard work, and diversity. Currently, our tribal government offices employs 331 people, but the tribe as a whole employs 820 people. Each day working for the tribe is an adventure. Our government staff is responsible for over 100 different programs and over 68 annual events. We have recently added 2 paid holidays, Juneteenth, celebrated on June 19th, and Cesar Chavez Day, celebrated on March 31st, which brings us to 16 paid holidays. We could not do what we do without our invaluable staff. The tribe is committed to being good stewards of the land. Our Public Works Department is tasked with caring for our facilities and properties. They provide services to our 4 clinics, many off-site offices, our Head Start, tribal government, community center, 7 residential properties, and over 600 acres of bare land. This department is also responsible for holding our annual Earth Day Fair on Redding Rancheria Road. This event continues to grow each year. We hosted 75 vendors this year, from food to crafts to organizations educating visitors about how to better sustain our lands. Like many communities, we are constantly cleaning up property as a result of homelessness. We are confident with our continued efforts, we will be able to permanently clean up the homeless camps in the area. We are committed to working diligently with all government, nonprofits, and private agencies to do whatever we can to assist with this community issue. An important aspect in protecting the sovereignty of our tribe is the establishment of its own tribal court. With the assistance of a BIA grant, the Redding Rancheria Tribal Court convened in 2006. The Tribal Council has delegated jurisdiction to the court in several areas, including marriage licenses and dissolutions. We made history by issuing our first marriage license back in 2016 to tribal member Tara Webb and her husband Josh. The court also has jurisdiction over children's court, tribal employment matters, on-reservation torts, and contracts and workers' compensation. Since inception, the tribal court has conducted over 600 hearings with an increasing child welfare and contracts caseload. California enacted the Tribal Court Civil Money Judgment Act. The act created a process to enforce tribal civil money judgments in the courts of the state of California. Our tribal court had its first money judgment recognized and enforced under this process by the California Superior Court for Stanislaus County in January. This is just another example of local governments recognizing the tribe's sovereignty. This means that our tribal court judgments are being upheld in other county courts. We have worked for many years with Shasta County courts and local law enforcement to ensure that our tribal court orders are recognized in the state and federal systems. One of the roles of tribal government is to ensure our gaming establishment is regulated in accordance with applicable laws. The Gaming Commission works closely with the State Gaming Regulatory Agency and Department of Justice to ensure compliance with tribal, federal, and state gaming laws to ensure crimes are not committed in our gaming facility. We have heard comments that expanding gaming to I-5 will bring more crime. Many people don't realize that Indian gaming is one of the highest regulated industries in the world. Redding Rancheria invests $1.7 million annually to ensure our compliance with various laws. The California Bureau of Gaming Control has held our commission out as a model commission for other tribes in California. The Redding Rancheria government, through proceeds from Wind River Resort and Casino, also provides several programs for its tribal members. The tribe believes in promoting self-reliance, tradition, and family to our members. In our tribe, members who are 50 years or older are considered an elder. Yes, I have been considered an elder now for the past 3 years. We offer many tribal member elder services, including social gatherings and dinners, energy assistance, and pension. The tribe also offers a variety of programs such as health and wellness activities, small business grants, and members travel. We offer our tribal youth employment, tutoring assistance, and childcare assistance if you are working or attending school. And probably most importantly, the scholarship program. I cannot express in words how proud we are at the success and growth of our education program. Since we have started this program, we have assisted our members with receiving 83 college degrees, licenses, and certificates. In 2019 to 2021 alone, our members received an additional 3 bachelor's degrees, 10 associate's degrees, 4 master's degrees, and 7 licenses and certifications. 72 out of 213 adult members have earned a higher education degree or have earned a certificate or license. Our high school graduation rate for the last 3 years is 83%, much higher than the national average for Native Americans who graduate at a rate of 74%. One of the most successful and impactful programs that is a result of gaming is the ability of our tribe to provide scholarships. If that isn't success, I don't know what is. In order to prepare our youth to move into higher education, we have to develop them early on. Our youth leadership program is an extensive 18-month commitment. We include children ages 11 to 15 years old and older youth mentors aged 16 to 17. The classes consist of lessons in tribal civics to learning to make traditional baskets. We hope that keeping our kids active in tribal affairs will keep them active in school also. Our goal is to graduate all of our youth and to get them to pursue a higher education, learn a trade, or gain employment. We believe that by letting our children learn and work together early on, they will be able to work together later in life to run our tribal affairs successfully. We celebrated our 29th anniversary of Wind River Resort and Casino in May this year. Our casino currently employs over 387 team members. We provide employees a way to better their lives by offering benefits like health insurance, wellness programs, opportunities for promotion within all areas of the tribe. The tribe's average wage is $26.04 an hour. We are proud of the transitions that our casino has gone through since 1993, and we thank our team members for making Wind River the experience that it is. The tribe through Wind River has been making contributions to the city and county since we've opened our doors. We have granted money to the county for things like equipment for the sheriff's department to funding deputy positions. We have contributed to the city of Redding for things like constructing Caldwell Park Playground to helping fund fire trucks. This doesn't include the countless times we've sponsored county and city events. Many feel like tribes don't pay taxes. Well, we pay fees instead. Sometimes those fees are equivalent to or more than taxes. You may not be aware that the tribe has also paid over $11 million in fees and payments as water and utility customers to the city of Redding. We definitely pay our share. From what we've heard, we believe the majority of the community supports and is looking forward to the casino's move to I-5. However, it seems a few influential people have made it a personal mission to stop us from expanding our business. The tribe has meticulously followed the processes that are laid out by the federal government that we must go through in order to get the land into trust. including 2 public comment meetings and an extended period of time for comments. I can assure you the tribe has followed every law and process that is required of them and has gone above and beyond. The new Wind River Resort and Casino will add an additional 900 permanent jobs, as well as supplying our local contractors with valuable work for the next few years. We anticipate the project will employ 2,000 construction workers. We were disheartened by the attempts of 4 Reading City Council members to block access to our property by selling a 100-foot piece of Bocelli Lane to a party that is opposed to our project. In fact, many have even likened it to some of the shenanigans in the TV series Yellowstone. However, we were later encouraged by the judge, who ruled that this action could not only violated the policies and procedures of the City of Reading, but also 3 laws. She reversed the transaction and returned the road to public use. We are back on track and are hopeful that there won't be any further delays in this process, and that we can get back to the cooperative relationship we thought we had for years. The Reading Rancheria tribe is not going anywhere. We've always been here. It is our priority to be stewards of the land and make this community a better place for everyone who lives here. We want to contribute to the community. It is embedded in our traditions that when we have an abundance, it is our duty to share with others. We know that this project will benefit the local economy and livelihood of the citizens of Shasta County. Looking forward, we want to put aside our differences and work together with local governments to do what's best for everyone in our community. The tribe engages in other businesses as well. The Reading Rancheria Economic Development Corporation, or REDCO, is the business arm of the tribe. REDCO was established in 1995, and over the past 27 years, it has continued to serve the best interests of the tribe by protecting our economic security. REDCO employs 102 people. The tribe relies on REDCO for diversification of investments and to be responsible for acquisition and development of new or existing businesses. With the addition of our new REDCO president, Jeremy Hayward, REDCO continues to manage the Hilton Garden Inn and the Wind River Mini Mart. The tribe has also decided to diversify and take the leap into the cannabis business. Now watch, I bet that's the one thing that the media will report on. When it comes to emerging new markets, it is critical that Indian country not be left behind. This has been quite difficult with cannabis due to its unfavorable status under federal law. But that did not stop the voters of California who legalized recreational marijuana in 2016. Nor did it stop the city of Reading, which authorized the sale of recreational marijuana in 2018 and has been benefiting from taxing gross sales since then at a rate of 5%. After sitting on the sidelines for several years to evaluate the risks and calculate the next steps, the tribe decided to get into the game and participate in the California licensed cannabis industry. Earlier this year, the tribe purchased the Sundial Collective on Twin View Boulevard. It is important that the tribe continue to diversify its economy beyond gaming. The new revenue stream will help fund essential governmental services for the tribe. Reading Rancheria and all of its entities is one of the top employers in the county. We currently have over 820 employees that live in our community. We felt that in order for our employees to sufficiently provide for their families, we must pay competitive wages and offer premium benefit packages that include medical, dental, vision, 401k plan, tuition, and wellness incentives. Our tribe is invested in making our community a better place. We raise our families here. We want to keep the money in the community, which is why it is a priority for us to use local vendors. We are proud to play a part in injecting $349 million just in the last 3 years back into the economy in sales, benefits, payroll taxes, and vendor payments. Our tribe's economic impact in this community is substantial. It is arguably one of the most beneficial and impactful to the people who live here. Supporting the community is what we do. We will always be a part of this community. We want everyone to succeed. The tribe supports financially, but more importantly, we show up. If something is going on in our community that is important to our members or our employees, then we want to celebrate it. I'm sure you can all agree with the disappointment and uncertainty over the past 3 years that we need to celebrate all we can. And we support and celebrate our community. The tribe, its members, and its employees can be found at important events such as Dancing with the Stars, Relay for Life, Think Pink, Shasta Mud Run, and Giving Tuesday, just to name a few. I mentioned earlier that the tribe donates in many ways. Another source of funding that we tap into to support the community is our general fund. We help many organizations like KIXE by donating $12,000 a year to underwrite the FNX channel. Pathways to Hope has received $35,000 from the tribe in the last 3 years for Camp Hope. We donated $6,000 to the YMCA to help with their expansion, $11,000 to the Lassen Park Adventure Volcano Camp, and the tribe felt compelled to assist Mercy Hospital with $100,000 towards their pediatric wing. These are all organizations and projects that directly make this community a better place to live, and that is why we do it. And finally, another way we support our community is through the Redding Rancheria Community Fund. We are grateful to the Community Foundation of the North State for their ongoing patience and support while we navigate the surprisingly complex area of charitable giving. As you can see, there are many organizations that are touched by the Redding Rancheria Community Fund. Wind River Resort and Casino is the primary contributor to the fund, along with employee donations, individual donations, and the proceeds from this luncheon. This year, we raised about $70,000 for our fund with our annual Redding Rancheria Community Fund dinner. The committee, comprised of tribal members, employees, and community representatives, grants approximately $240,000 each year. In the last 3 years, we have granted over $653,000. Since the inception of the fund, it has granted close to $4 million to every organization imaginable in this community. One of the most satisfying projects that the Tribal Council has spearheaded was our COVID community small business grants. While many things were shut down, we were trying to continue to support the businesses that we and our members patronize, the businesses that support the tribe. Our first grant round was in 2020. Our council selected 20 businesses that were located in Shasta or Trinity County, had less than 500 employees, and were affected by COVID to receive a check for $5,000. Many of these businesses were losing money daily due to COVID. As you can imagine, it was very well received. Many recipients said the grant allowed them to pay payroll or pay rent when they otherwise might not have been able to do so. In 2021, we solicited applications and selected 61 more businesses to receive $5,000. In 2022, we granted an additional 60 more $5,000 grants. In total, 141 businesses received money in the amount of $705,000. We are truly proud to play our part in supporting local businesses. Each year, in keeping with tradition, we end our report introducing to you what is the most important thing in our tribe, our children. We are truly blessed. I have no doubt that our next leaders will take our tribe into the future. In our culture, all things are done for the 7th generation, our children and our children's children. Recently, an employee told me that they've heard me say this many times when they were younger, and now that they're older, they've remembered it. It is what guides us in our decision making, and we must continue to keep that in mind as we plan and move forward. It doesn't matter what benefits me today, it's planning for the future. And since I have now joined the elders table, I am confident that the state of the tribe is heading in the right direction. I hope you enjoy the report.
We hope you enjoyed the necklace as you came in. The necklaces are a token of our appreciation to you from our tribe. I would like to thank the Pit Crew drumming group for drumming today. I would also like to recognize Jamal Kinsey and Miranda Edwards, who designed and created the State of the Tribe book, and behind the curtain somewhere, Josh Sandblum, who created the presentation. And of course, our wonderful banquet staff, Most of all, Reading Rancheria wants to thank all of you for coming. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.